Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's well. I am just here currently in Leeds, just in my hotel room. And I just thought I'd pop on here and do a little YouTube catch-up video and share with the recent update that I posted on social media on my Instagram, but just yeah, what I've been really like reflecting on lately. So anyway, basically, so at a retreat here at the moment. So I'm hosting a retreat, co-hosting a retreat today. And it's so exciting because who I'm co-hosting the retreat with, Amy. I've actually known her for 7 years. So we've always connected online and she has helped me a lot in my journey. And then now we finally met. So it's just so exciting now that we've created something together. So I'm really excited for the retreat today and just to connect with everyone. So anyway, so I recently posted on my social media just what is feeling really true and alive with me right now. So here's the thing, it's like we're always living and we're always learning and we're always growing and we're always evolving. And with that comes like moments where things, people, situations just no longer align with you. And I think that's probably sometimes the hardest part is like having to let that go, letting go of the old beliefs, the narratives, the situations, the people, the things that are just no longer serving you. And it's like that battle between your like ego and your soul. And you're just like, oh, like, and you're kind of like, really, is this what I gotta like let go of or connect with? And it's like, you've got to really ask yourself like these questions of like, does this resonate with me? Or is it triggering me because it just doesn't serve me? Or it's asking yourself the questions like, what feels most alive and aligned in me right now? And sometimes it takes some real moments of stillness and just sitting with yourself and your own thoughts. And I think this is something that a lot of people are bypassing because I see how much this spiritual world has become so noisy, like so noisy and so much projections. And it's like half of it's absolute fucking bullshit. And then people are being manipulated into spaces and they're being forced and they're being manipulated into their vulnerability. And it's just like, I'm not having it. I don't like it. It's not on. Any space holder, right, will hold a safe space where they are seen, heard, and held, not to project, yes, to give advice and support, but also like to hold the space so that you can remember what is within, so that you can awaken what wants to be resurfaced, so that you can connect to your own wisdom. Like, where do you think like all these books and all these like books are written and these quotes and these things? It's all from people's wisdom. It's all come from somewhere. And we all have that. So it's like, if anything, it's not to project, but to open a space where you're met at this moment and to connect with what feels most alive right now. And within my spaces, it's very much shifted in the sense of like, I will hold that space, I'll hold up that mirror, and then I'll be like, okay, what feels most alive right now? Now, sometimes people are like, oh, this is what's coming up, but I don't know if that's true or not. Well, that's again, you are you're building this trust with yourself. So what I say is like, why don't you trust that? And that's again, it's like because in this world, like you've been taught not to trust yourself and not to trust your own wisdom and not to trust your own power because it's always been that external validation. So again, it's like this is what this spiritual world and everything is just making me cringe and icky. And it's just all these ads, and like buy into this program, this is what manifestation, like one thing, manifestation. This the whole manifestation concept out there is absolute fucking bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And I'll go into that another day into another video because there is so much I can say about manifestation and how I've shifted my life by realizing the truth around manifestation. Like, because apart from that, it's all bullshit anyway. But yeah, so basically, I have been having this in and out relationship with social media within the past few months, and it's kind of been like this battle with my ego of like, well, is it fear of not being seen, or is it just clearly a knowing that it just doesn't feel as aligned with you? And it came to me clear, the answer, like, it just does not resonate with me as it did. Like, it has changed. Like, you get shadow banned for sharing your truth, but yet people who post nudes, naked stuff, like sexual things, that seems to skyrocket, where a blue tick is made to believe that they're higher up and a badge, which is not the truth. I know people who have got all the followers, the blue tick, whatever, and they're so fucking unhappy and they're so lonely. So, where followers and likes, again, give you some sort of validation. And to be honest, I don't fucking give a shit about all of that. Like, I don't give a shit. Where algorithm, like, is the judgment of like what wants to be, what's the word? It's the judgment of what is to go viral and what isn't. Like, it's just rules, control, power. And I just don't resonate with that. If anything, like, I have done so much inner work. Like, this journey, Kundalini showed me about taking myself out of the box. Like, I am not here to be in a box. Like, no, like, that's not me. That's not who I am. I am not here to follow and obey rules, which doesn't align with me. Again, that's something to take myself out of. So therefore, yeah, like, I'm taking that step back from social media and I'm choosing a space, a place where I can talk here now to you guys and share the things what I want to share, and where you can have this intimate space. Like, what I value is like intimate, soulful connections. Like, I value that so deeply. Like, I want people to meet me where I'm at. Like, I am not here to perform to everyone and anyone. I spent majority of my life doing that, performing, proving, overextending myself, people pleasing, going above and beyond. And if anything, it left me drained, depleted, unfulfilled, and unhappy. And it's like, no fucking more. Like, that is not what I'm doing, and that's not what I'm here for. And therefore, that's why I made the conscious decision of like, okay, yes, my platform's there. I am so grateful, and I am grateful for those of you who support me and follow me. But I am not going to let that be the dictator of my life. Like, think about it, like, you can be spending hours just scrolling. You can be there, like, say you're with friends in that restaurant or whatever, and you're just on your phone. It's consuming us. It's stopping us from fully living. It's stopping us from fully having that interactive connectivity. And it's so important that we have physical connections, connectivity. Like, it's biologically proven, scientifically proven that connectivity, being in person with humans, having that interaction, we co-regulate each other because you are sending out biochemical responses into our bodies, into our brainwave states. We're activating brainwave states. We're activating parts within us, like our tribal brain. We come from tribes. Why do you think tribes? Like, we need that. And no wonder why people are now being diagnosed with ADHD. I was literally speaking to my mum, and my mum's been a teacher for 20 years now. And she still works at school. She was like, Carolina, it's changed. And because she, works with autistic and ADHD students. And She was literally like, Carolina, it's changed so much. And I truly believe it's because of phones. It's because kids are just going home on their Xboxes, phones, scrolling. Like, they're not having any interactions. Like, think about back then. Well, back then when I was like, we would go out, play out. I would always be out and about. Like, I would not be on my phone. We would always be doing like youth club, like doing those different stuff, activities. There was always so much connection. Whereas now it's not like that. And what is out there on social media, it's toxic. Like, okay, not all toxic, there are some good things. It is toxic. There is some shit out there. And it's like, no wonder why kids' brains and people's brains are scrambled because of how much projections out there and how much they're consuming. And, we, our brain, like, we can consume that. Like, it's scientifically proven that we can consume other people's energy. If we are, like, watching, say, always thriller stuff or things that are not that great, then you're going to consume that and then you're going to ingrain that within your body. Like, yes, you will. So that's about being intentional about what you're watching, who you're surrounding yourself with, the environments, people, colleagues, and like being aware and conscious of like where you want to spend your time and energy. And that's something that I had to hugely shift, like massively. I was someone that would be scrolling, scrolling, consuming. It's within the last actually like 4 months where I've had to really shift out of that. I now switch up, my days. I will, instead of scrolling, like I delete my social media apps. I will, if I want to go on it, I'll post something and then I'll delete it. I will spend my time being intentional, going out in nature, walks, whatever, um, connecting people, friends, listening to podcasts, listening to YouTubes, things that light me up, reading books that feel good in that moment, feel lighthearted. If I want to just kind of switch off, I will watch lighted stuff. Like I have, because I am so sensitive, and I don't know if you are, but I'm really sensitive about like what I consume, what I surround myself. Like I am someone that I cannot watch a horror film because I will literally consume that. Like I am so sensitive. Like I have to be so aware, like cautious of like what I watch and what I consume. So again, it's like it's being intentional of what you want to do and consume. And I really think like social media is just taking a lot of that goodness. And here's the thing, it's like another thing that I'm going to come back to is like so many, and I've been here, done that, is chasing the next milestone, chasing the next high, because that is what society wants us to do. What, chasing and waiting for the next thing. But the thing is, like, all you have is really now. Like, the past is the past, and the future is always uncertain. Like, you can never predict the future. And I'm going to simply share the story. And this is when I came to a realization is that I had my 30th, and I had it planned for months since January. And that night became so unpredictable because I ended up in hospital with a really bad UTI. Like, and that moment showed me it's like you can never really plan your life. You can have an idea, but like it doesn't mean it will go that direction. And that's why it's about living in the now. It's about taking in the small things now. It's about the gratitude. So something that I've been doing and I've always been grateful, but more intentionally is like gratitude. Like, the wind in my face, like the moment I wake up and open my eyes that I can see my breath, like the sip of my coffee. It's like those little things. And when we begin to combat that, like that is where you shift. That is where things feel lighter because you're not chasing or looking for the next. You're enjoying it in the now. And that's where abundance is. That is what is connected to, but that is where a lot of people have lost that. They've lost the gratitude because it's become greedy, it's become control, it's become a place of like, oh, I need to chase, I need to get the next bonus, I need to get the next this and this. And then people are forgetting actually, well, like, what if it's about now? Like, when was the last time you really just took in this moment here now? When was the last time you really felt the wind in your face? When was the last moment when you really just just witness and watch your child laugh. When was the moment that you really just sat at that dinner table, really just there, like the taste of the food, like when was that? And it's having these kind of like hard conversations with yourself of like, well, why am I feeling unhappy? Well, I'm actually feeling unhappy because I've been just chasing. I've been trying to be someone else. I've been, you know, consumed so much on what I think life and should look like. And it's when you come to that awareness, again, awareness is so important. Like awareness is absolutely key. When you come to that awareness, you can shift that and you can simply shift that in that moment by just having the gratitude of like, wow, like, look at who I am now. Look at what I've got now. Like that is what can shift. And it's the simplest things in life. It's the small moments in life. That is what matters. And when you come into that, like everything else unfolds. Because honestly, like a click of anything can happen. Anything and everything can happen. Like, you just don't know. You're always on the unknown, and that's what many people fear is being on the unknown. People fear they want to have control. They want to know. They want to have to figure it out, but it doesn't get us anywhere. It only makes us more stressed, more anxious, more overwhelmed, more overthinking. But it's just about being here and the now. And it's also just being consistent with yourself, with your own values, your own authority. If you don't know, then, you know, get someone to support you in that space. Invest in someone, invest in a mentor, and invest in someone. Like, that's something that I had to do. Like, invest in mentors, retreats, spaces, people to help me with that. I wouldn't be where I am today. And it's helped me grow and evolve. And that's why I love like holding my spaces and people because I love to simply share this with you. And I love to hold this space because I know what you are capable of. It's about remembering your power, like this is who you are. Educating yourself, building this own intelligence, authority. Again, stop looking for the external, but it's the internal. The external isn't going to save you. You are the mirror of what you attract. Okay, you want that relationship, you want to be with that person, okay, but what is it? Where are you feeling? Where are you not building that within yourself? Like, it's like, okay, I want to have a better relationship with money. Well, where are you not having that within yourself? Where are you putting worth into it? Where are you putting control? Where are you putting fear into it? Where are you putting luck into it? What beliefs are you holding on? It's all comes down to you. It's not by external sources. It's you. And that's something I have to really come to terms with and sit with. Like that is what I've had to do. And I'm just gonna fill up this. Just gonna fill up this. I have to fill up my little, so this is called a steam pod. It's really good. If you've got really long, thick hair, it's really good to like really straighten your hair and like help straighten it quicker. So steam pod. Anyway, where I was. So yeah, you've got to really be intentional, aware, and really have these conversations with yourself and like cut out the noise, distractions, that external noise. Like, and that takes a season of like silence and stillness can be the most powerful thing. And I'm going to talk deeper into about like seasons and the rhythm of life into another episode. But right now, it's just like I want you to come to awareness of like, okay, have this real hard conversation with yourself. Okay, like what is activating me right now and what isn't? What is depleting my life force? What is again our life force, our kundalini? Like it's about living at flow with that. So it's asking yourself like where are the energy leaks? Where am I not putting the boundaries? Like it's really being intentional and asking that like what do I value? What are the people that I want to surround myself with? Like what lights me up? What brings me joy? And here's the thing, like many people live in this life. Like how many times have you said to yourself, like, oh, when I have time, I'll do this, or I really want to go traveling. And then you keep telling yourself that, and it's probably been a year on and you've not gone traveling. How many times do you keep telling yourself, like, oh, I really want to try that new, say, boxing class? A year on, you've not done it. Because you wait for tomorrow, you constantly wait for tomorrow, and when tomorrow comes, you'll then postpone it again. How many times you said to me, like, oh, I really want to join that retreat or go on that course? oh, but I need to wait until I have the money, or I need to wait till this. How many times have you put your life on hold because of these things that you say, and because it's just beliefs that are not even true? It's just fear that's not even true. Because everything's always flowing. If anything, the more you say yes to yourself, the more you choose you, like the more the universe is like, yes, okay, she's taking action. Yes, you're doing the thing. Like, yes, let's bring more in this. Let's bring you in like that opportunity. Let's bring you in this man or woman. Let's bring you in this holiday, this travel. Like it's like saying yes to yourself, because when you're saying yes to yourself, you're saying yes to life, you're saying yes to the universe. Because you are universe. You are universe. So stop postponing life. Putting it on hold because all you have is now. No one's gonna remember you for having, that Gucci bag or what you wore and stuff or what you look like. Like, they don't, not, it's not about that. And to be honest, like some people just don't even care. Like, forget, not bothered. The only judgment we have is on ourselves. We create our own judgment because this life has become judgmental. So many opinions, so many, oh, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. Shut the fuck up. Right. I'm not even going to say excuse my language because why can't I swear? Oh my gosh, because you're spiritual, you shouldn't swear. What do you mean? I can swear if I like. The most spiritual thing you can do is sometimes say the word fuck or whatever. Again, like, freaking human. You're allowed to be angry at something. Oh, because you're spiritual, you shouldn't be angry, all love and light. No. Oh, I love the sacred rage at times. Like, whenever I was always, so in relationships and stuff and with men, it's like always been made out that I've been too much because I've always been so sensitive. I've always been someone that like I feel so deeply, but also like when I want to express, I would love to express, but I felt at a point that I stopped expressing because I was so unvalidated in that moment because I was made that I was too much or insecure or whatever, or crazy or that. But actually, like, I was just a woman that wanted to express. I was just a woman that wanted to feel in that moment. Why do we get slammed down for that? Like, no. Here to be all of me. I'm not perfect and happy and cheerful all the time. I want to be angry, I want to be angry. If something pisses me off, it pisses me off. I want to cry, I want to cry. Want to laugh, I laugh. Like, it's what you feel in that moment. But what we tend to do, we suppress ourselves and hold ourselves back and make it feel like I witness it so much in Kundalini sessions. When people come into my space, it's like I can see and feel how much you're holding back. Like people that come into spaces. And I'm like, oh, if I knew you just knew and you just, release this. And this is what the power with, Kundalini, it has the ability to do that. That's why it's been so like put aside and hidden from us, is because this is what we have is it's our life force. It's what can actually shift us. It's the thing that really shifted me. And before that, yeah, I was on this journey. I had done a lot of things. Reiki healing, psychedelics, ayahuasca. Yeah, they helped in so many sense, but freaking Kundalini shifted me in a whole other level. So it connected back to what was my truth to me. And authenticity is what sets you free. It's connecting to who you truly are. That's what sets you free. So it's like you can be free. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice is another big thing that many of us do. I must sacrifice myself in order to get this or that. Especially women, sacrifice our sexual energy, sacrifice ourselves. No, it's time for you to claim back your power. It's time for you to remember who you are. No fucking move. So yeah, be intentional. Come to the awareness. Ask yourself today after listening to this, like, what is serving you and what isn't. Tap into your heart. Something so good is like connect your heart, breathe into your heart space, tap into your heart. What not from the mind, but from the heart. If you don't know how to do that, again, it's about practicing, it's about building that. In my spaces, I teach you the somatic tools, the practices, stuff that I've used and I still use in my day to help enhance that coherence, to connect to that. Kundalini, when you're connecting spaces, your psyche expands, your intuition expands, the love expands. Connect to more what is true and feels good to you. That's when more clarity comes. If you're feeling stuck, unfulfilled in life, it's because your root is unstable. Again, Kundalini rises from the roots, about clearing that, clearing what it is stopping you right now. Got a massive knot in my hand. Take it out, take it out. So yeah, it's connecting with that. And we have the ability to build this within ourselves. And something I wish I knew. This is what we should be educated on to regulate to know how to regulate ourselves. This is what in tribes our ancestors would do. Like they would know how to regulate themselves. They would have the tools. They would use this primal life force to navigate them. Sound. There's so many different things. Honestly, there's so much I can share. And something this is what I share my this and this is what I share in my training, in the Kundalini training. It's is going to be the science and understanding our body, how it works, grounding this energy, how we connect this, communicate with this energy, you can communicate, work with it in ways. And by understanding that, knowing that, building that authority, that things just shift. Understanding, bringing somatics into your space, into your life, then you can help other people with that. Like we have the ability to do that. It's about educating ourselves. It's learning. Like I love learning. I mean, never didn't like learning at school because I didn't like learning things. But when it's something that I like, something I love, like I mean, I used to hate science at school. Now I freaking love science. Like now I'm learning more into science lately. Like my master, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like amazing. I love learning. I love learning about the things that I know will help me, and I know that will help each others. So when you build this naturally magnifies. Your energy expands to that. Like, that is truth. It's proven. Spiritually, energetically, and scientifically. Again, something I go deep into Kundalini training. That's why I can say so much. So much. That's why I make the trainings 8 weeks. So yeah, it's just you don't even have to come into the space to do it for other people. You can come into the space for yourself. I mean, the recent training I had, people just wanting to do it for themselves. And now they're like, actually, Caroline, I really want to do whole space. And I was like, yeah, I knew you would, because of course you want to share this magic. She wants to share this magic. Anyway, hope you liked. I hope you liked. Thank you so much for listening to this. And thank you all for the continued support. Any questions or anything, message me. I would love to know your feedback or anything. Again, if you want to join my world, please message me. There's plenty of different ways you can work with me. And when you do, whoa, you're about to fuck shit up. Things are about to change. Sending you all so much love. I'm going to straighten the rest of my other hair and then I'm going to head for the retreat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So celebrate yourself today. Go and be in the moment. Switch off all distractions, whatever that may be, social media, whatever. And just be in the stillness, be in the now, the gratitude, write a list of things. You don't even have to write a list, just acknowledge it, be aware of it. Something so small, and just watch how your frequency shifts. Watch how you just shift in that moment, because that is the best thing you can do yourself. Sending you all so much love.